So hi, everyone. We're going to be continuing our adventure using AI. And today the topic is going to be more about Reuben, but we'll also see him in connection with another character in the Bible. So let me share the screen. What I did was I asked, let me first of all share the screen with you. Okay, what I did was I asked AI, and here you can see I just simply downloaded AI to all the mentions of Reuben in the Torah, including and to include the verses with his name appears. All right, and so here we have, you can see we have in Genesis listed by topic. We'll come back to that in a minute. Exodus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. All right, and even a summary count. Right, which is less interesting to us. And then they asked me if I wanted to do various things. And what I did is I did ask them to give some of the texts. Okay, I asked for the full text for each verse, so I actually have the full text. We'll look at them in a minute. And then after that, after they gave me the full text, and then I haven't deleted anything yet. This is exactly what they gave me. All right, and then they asked me if they could give me a table, and I ignored that. And then I asked them something else. List the rabbinic sources, Talmud and Midrash, that praise him, and those that excuse him, and list the rabbinic sources that criticize him and give examples. And then they went ahead and did that, okay? And it's quite extensive, okay? And after doing all of that, all right, including the sources that criticize him, then, okay, and the commentators, and they gave me a summary chart, and then they asked if I would like and anything else. So I said to give me a categorized list separating Reuben regarding Bilhah and Reuben regarding Joseph, because that's the main interest. Okay, so you could see that they gave me, and all of this was in seconds, right? All of this was in seconds, all right? I mean, I'm going through it very quickly. And so you can see praise and defense, right? Et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so we have, and then at that point, I decided I had more than enough. They asked me at the end, after a summary table, they asked me if I wanted exact Hebrew texts, right? Or a bibliography of academic writing. And then I remembered that in his lecture, Avidor Shinan had mentioned that he and Yair Zakowicz, I think you studied with them, right, Sue? With Yair Zakowicz?
I didn't, but I've read a lot of his stuff.
Okay, apparently they wrote a book. Lectures. They actually wrote a book about Bilhah, right? And so I Googled that and I found the book. I'll just show it to you. It's in Hebrew, but do you see the book? Am I sharing it with you now?
No.
Probably not. Okay. It's called, let me stop the share. It's called Lo Kach Katuv B'Tanach, all right? I'm pretty sure that's the book, though maybe they wrote another one together. And what I could do now, if I want, I haven't done that, but I could ask them to give me a summary of the book, right? If I wanted to, assuming that this is...
And the book isn't specifically about Bilhah. It's lots of short essays on things that we think we know that are written in the Tanakh, and the Tanakh says something totally different.
Oh, so this is not that book. Okay, so then it must be another book. Okay, it must be another book, which I didn't have time to check it out, but he mentioned there's a book, so that's what they gave me. But okay, it doesn't really matter. But if I wanted to, I could ask them for a summary of that book. Okay, anyway, meanwhile, I don't need that. So let me go out. They gave me all of these things here for the two of them together. I could probably make them bigger. I just didn't have time to look to see if they had. I took him at his word and I didn't bother to look further. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So let's go out of that one. We don't need it. Okay, so you need to see my my personal mail, okay? It's dangerous when you're sharing and you can end up showing some personal things here, which can be unpleasant. So let's go back to this, okay. All right. So let's go all the way to the top. So where do we have mentions of, we'll just look at the book of Genesis, right? Where do we have mentions of Reuben? We have a mention of Reuben when he's born, right? We have a mention